A couple of months ago, before Avengers Age of Ultron had come out, in an interview with Collider, Mark Ruffalo, who plays Bruce Banner slash the Hulk, said the main reason that there wasn't a Hulk standalone movie was because of rights issues with Universal. However, in a report from Forbes.com, details of the agreement between Universal and Marvel show that this isn't the whole story. According to the article, Universal only has right of first refusal to distribute a Hulk movie, but Marvel actually has the cinematic rights to produce the movie. The report also suggests that Marvel is the one holding up the film with concerns over story, budget, and overall risk. Schnepp, what do you think of these new revelations, and do you think it's Marvel that doesn't want to proceed with a Hulk standalone movie?
Well, look, Kevin Feige said it already. He said, the Hulk works great in a team environment. And the last two Hulk standalone movies kind of show that the Hulk is great and he's a great character. Bruce Banner is actually the real character, and then the Hulk just breaks things and causes mass destruction. But that storyline really works when you can put him into a team dynamic and he's not the center of attention. So until they actually decide to make a Planet Hulk or, World War Hulk or something like that, where the Hulk's in the mix, but then you have a Civil War type of an environment where you have like 30 other characters, even 20 would, you have an Avengers style, show to play off of the Hulk. I just don't think the Hulk standalone really works that well right now unless he's in a team environment. And Marvel's already has a slate for like the next 5-6 years. So I don't see it coming anytime soon.
Mark, unless the Hulk standalone goes crazy and goes Planet Hulk and
Right.
and shoots him off to another dimension, and that, of course, means a bigger budget. So I think that audiences would be wanting to see this. I don't know that they're going to get the payoff when they do see it. Like you said, I think that he works the best when he is in a team environment. It's harder to make. I think The Incredible Hulk was about as good as you could have made that movie.
Yeah.
It was interesting to watch Edward Norton's character go through all these things. He really doesn't want to be the Hulk. He'd kind of rather just ditch this character entirely, but it's a part of him. He can't cure himself, so you try to make him into a superhero. The Hulk is so he relies on the relationships, and you saw in the most recent movie, him and Scarlett Johansson's character are kind of going back and forth. So to all of a sudden have him not with any of these other stars in the movie, which by the way is also going to cost a lot of money, the only way to tell that story is if he does go off in a Planet Hulk setting, which I'd be interested in seeing, but it's not at the top of my list.
Well, Marvel takes risks. They, did so with Guardians of the Galaxy. They're doing it with Ant-Man, but those are calculated risks. And I think with the Hulk, the budget that they're proposing or they want to do, especially for something like a World War Hulk or a Planet Hulk, where the Hulk is in a good portion of the time, the visual effects cost alone, he's in practically every frame, is going to cost a lot, and they don't want to do it. Like you said, there's a huge slate of Marvel movies for the next 5, 6, 7 years. So we're not going to see a Hulk standalone movie anytime soon. I think they can do one, though, because, reading, I like the one with Edward Norton. And I remember reading a lot of Peter David's run on The Incredible Hulk and dealing with the psychological inside the mind of Bruce Banner with the Green Hulk and the Gray Hulk. And they haven't introduced that yet, but they could possibly go down that road. So I think they could do one where they don't have to involve the other Avengers and have, increase the payroll. But I just don't think they want to do it at this time.
Seems like one of the ways that they could have gone with Civil War, had they chosen, is to put some of the other characters on the sidelines, but have Ruffalo and the Hulk factor more prominently in there. But it doesn't seem like that's the way it goes at all. I mean, first of all, it seems like Civil War is going to be basically an Avengers movie and the prelude to Infinity War. And Ruffalo is still waiting for his good buddy Bob Downey Jr. to call him and say he's in the movie. So it doesn't look like he's going to be that prominently in Civil War at all. Of course, he's going to factor into Infinity War. After that, you don't even know if any of these guys are going to return to the roles. So I think that the sands are running through the glass pretty quickly with his ability to get a movie made.
Well, I think the other thing about the Hulk is like the Marvel version of the Hulk, like one of his lines is, "I'm always angry." They haven't really delved into the origin or the backstory of this Bruce Banner. So it could be like a Jekyll and Hyde like horror movie if they wanted to play it that way and bring in some other new characters. So I wouldn't mind seeing a Hulk movie. So
I almost feel like it's a waste, though, to bring someone as talented as Mark Ruffalo into this role and not have a standalone movie. Just have him as a side character. Like I said, it's not going to be anytime soon, but I would like to see it in the future.
And also, when does that movie come out? If they wanted to make the standalone, when does that movie come out? I mean, their slate is so packed right now with other superhero movies. When does the Hulk? Because it did look like they might try to go in a different direction after the end of the Infinity Wars. and just do different movies that aren't Avengers based. So I think again, that's why I say it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of time left to plan a movie like that.
What if they just bumped Spider-Man? And Spider-Man
Oh, yeah.
that
that would
should
make a
come
lot
out,
of people happy.
2020 Spider-Man, and then have a no.
No.